Oh, Beta, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. So my first night in beta was pretty interesting. As you can tell, a myriad of things happened, and I didn't actually get to do anything besides run around as a stag and orca, of course, naturally. Change into pirate form and spec. That's pretty much all I was allowed to do. But that's how betas roll. Just FYI, I have not read anything about Mr. Pandaria besides, of course, that there are pandas and that there are monks and the basics of monks and things like that. Mainly because I wanted to have the joy of discovering everything with a guaranteed beta access. I initially just wanted to explore and run around, so I went to the panda kung fu guy, I forget really his name, and asked him to port me someplace. Exciting, right? There were 3 options, and then I clicked on all the options and nothing happened. And I assumed at that point, very early on, that it was just a thing with everyone spamming at the same time, it was overload. So I decided to travel to Moonglade. Bad idea. Ghost Moonglade, never forget. I was not a thing for about an hour. I was not a thing, I couldn't see anybody. I seriously thought that they had just taken all the NPCs out of Moonglade. Like, that was my initial thought. I was like, why would they do that? And then I ran over to the flight path and that wasn't there. And I was like, okay, so I ran through the Furbolg, tunnel. That wasn't there. And I was like, And so I finally got, some people, some stream viewers and some guildies to go out there and be like, is this legit or am I just crazy? And it turns out I was just crazy. So that was interesting. That happened. And I eventually saw NPCs once I had to log back in for various reasons. So that was fun. One thing that I did notice when I hearthed back from Moonglade, the NPC-less Moonglade, was that I still had my Flexing for Nougat quest from Hallows Eve. This is a bug that's been in the live server for quite some time with me. I don't know how, but it's been several months that I've had this, and I can go to each of the innkeepers, the Troll and the Orgrimmar and Thunderbluff and all those people, and I can still do, I forget what the others are, but the Flexing for Nougat is the one I always see, of course, and I can do it, I can accept it, complete it, and then it gives it to me again. And apparently, it's me, because when I transferred my character, I copied my character over, it was still there. So I don't know how it's bugged. I think it's hilarious. So I'm not going to report it because it's just amusing. So that was quite interesting to see how that goes. The one thing that wasn't fun, add-ons. There are no add-ons. I haven't played with a vanilla WoW since like 2005. And I'm talking early 2005. I'm talking I rolled with like CT Raid and God, I don't even remember the original bar mod, but it definitely had anyway, it doesn't even matter. Anyway, so I had to learn very quickly how to do mouse over macros, so thank you all for helping the people that helped me on my live stream to do mouse over macros. That was fun. The other thing that was good to know was I had to change the party frames to look like raid frames because can't remember the last time I healed with party frames. It's just weird. I might be the minority in this, but whatever. And then the best thing that I saw, like seriously, you need to buy Mr. Pandaria immediately, if for no other reason than the Savory Deviant Delight pirate is totally hot now. She's like not some angry pirate wench anymore. And that is, to me, that's like, how was that not on all the Twitters? How was that not on all the tweets and the blast and the Facebook messages? How was that not a thing? That needed to be a thing. That needed to be like, buy Mr. Pandaria, hot pirate chicks. That's all you need to know. That is all you need to know. So it was pretty amazing. I just had my Savory Deviant Delights and I popped it and I was like, and everyone was just like, what's going on? I'm like, they changed the pirate. It only took them like 8 years, but they changed the pirate. So that was quite fun. Just a quick impression on how they changed the talents and the glyphs and things like that for druids specifically. I definitely like how they're moving towards the streamlining the talents and accepting that the cookie cutter specs that they really didn't like initially are just something that happens with games like this. When you have certain goals in mind, you have to go for a certain spec usually. And how they rolled all those extra quirks into the glyph system, which also gave a neat reboot with all the fun glyphs being added. Although the mounted stag thing didn't work when we tried it, we're hoping to try it again soon, because that sounds like fun. I will no doubt be creating a Rested Druid guide for 5.0/MOP, but since it is fairly early, I will try to wait for the full-fledged guide, basically because I don't want to have to keep giving guide updates. I just want, like, the guide, and we'll just roll from there. If you guys would like updates, just let me know, and I hope you have fun. We had a blast. Rick and I, we were doing this in beta while, you know, streaming and things like that, and so it was a lot of fun. And let's just say that stags are creepy, but awesome, and orcas don't seem to have eyes, so there's that. This video is part of the Wave movement, a career path for YouTubers. To find out more, visit tgn.tv.